For this type of video, an unboxing video, we usually start off by looking at my elevator parts, but I've wrapped some Christmas lights around them, seeing as it is the festive period, and basically I'm not really wanting to attempt to take the lights off to get the parts through here to then have to sort it all back out again. So instead we're looking at the Lego elevator, and that is right, we have an unboxing today. So the box isn't in front of the camera yet, it will be in a minute. For now we're gonna set it up on the stage. There's a sports car right here, a little Lego sports car. So there's a piece of Lego, and here is the box. We're gonna fiddle about with the camera set up a little bit more still. This came from eBay and the USA, and this box has already been opened to check for everything being in good condition. But we're going to go and see what's inside here. So with that being said, I'm not 100% sure where I'm going with this. It just opens up like that actually. I'm going to see if the parts are all visible inside there. And no, they're not, so this is what you see when you get it opened up. So we're going to take out the bubble wrap, and all the parts just fell out. But we're going to take a look here. And I'm just looking at them myself before we get started. That's interesting how that's done. Alright, let's take a look and see what we've got going on here in this box. So we've got a whole heap of OTIS elevator parts, and we can take a look and see what all the parts we've got. So I'm just gonna sort them out myself so I can figure out what order I'm gonna do this in. Oh, that's very interesting. There's no third floor one. Okay. First off, we have this part right here, which is it's got a spring on it, so I assume this spring is going to be part of how it presses. And actually, let me just look at this. Yeah, this is definitely a different one. So I don't know if this is, don't know why this is different, but it's got this metal, I presume metal bracket or something that would be part of the panel to help the button press. It's a pretty fragile spring actually. But there we go. This is just blank, and we have over here got a generic blank part, which actually you can unscrew it, and when you unscrew it, I didn't realise that you could do it, it unscrews and you can actually take this part off right here. And you just get a look at the button itself, and that's hard to get back in unless you put it in the right position. And it has this tiny little gear thing, which is quite interesting. That just sits on there, and then this just screws back in like so. And then, as you can see, this moves up and down. I presume this is like the main resting position for it right here, so there we go, got a little one. And next up we have a number one. These are all old OTIS Black Button parts, in case you're wondering. And none of these actually have press in them because they're not in a panel. But again, you can do the same with pretty much all of these. You can unscrew them. You can take a look at the metal part individually. You might do that in another button. I want to see. Oh yeah, you can take this. Let's unscrew this one and see what's going on here actually, because this one's going to be interesting to unscrew, the large one. It's got a gold plated gear thing, and as you can see, it's got a spring. I've already seen this part, but I just want to take a look at it in more detail. You can see inside, and you can see the mounting. Well, it might not be mounting, but it's probably something related to mounting, I would think. So it just goes in like that. Spring goes back in, and it may take a bit more work to screw this one back down because of the spring, but it's actually going down fairly alright. I'm not looking at the camera here, so hopefully none of this is happening off camera. So there's two blanks and the one. We have got the 2 here. This 2 does not have the metal part in it, I presume it's just because there's a wrong number of metal parts to... There, you can actually see, I think these two metal parts are actually the same, so I might try sticking one of them in the 2 button actually, because that spring will just stay in there happily, I think. You get your 2 with no metal part, and actually... It's interesting how they got this. Let me just unscrew this one here. It's interesting how each part has got this silver gear, and let's zoom in on it. Hopefully it won't lose focus. It's interesting. Oops, I just hit the tripod, so well done me. It's interesting how they've got this little thing here. I wonder if that's just like something to help keep the button in place or something. I don't quite know. Then as you can see, it just screws back on. And you see a nice little image of a zoomed in number 2 going round and round and round for a few seconds. Zoomed in and not in focus. The 2. These are used buttons, of course, but they're in very good condition. And next up you'd be expecting number 3. Like I say, there was no number 3, so we have number 4. And this button, it doesn't actually have the sort of gear thing on it, which is, I find that very interesting. So, oops, I just dropped the back part. So perhaps it's not a key part. And perhaps that's just there as something to make sure that the buttons are the right length for being inserted into the panel. There you go. Number 4. Next is, of course, number 5. This one's got, again, no gear. Screw that nice and in. There's number 5. This number 5 is probably the worst condition of the lot. Is that it's got a bit of scuffs on the number, but it still is not too bad considering these buttons are probably, well, they're quite old. I think the nearest it could be is about 30. No, not 30, that's overestimating it a bit. Probably 35 years old. And then here we have the number 6 button. When it gets the focus, you can see number 6. These are actually shiny, although it's not always easy to pick it up, you see, it's shiny. So now we're going to try to experiment with this, because as you can see the 2 button doesn't have the metal point on. So how about we take the metal, I almost don't want to take the metal point from this one because it's got the spring, so how about we take the metal thing from this one and see if it goes on to the 2. You see they look about the same. So pull card at the top right now. Peer prediction, will this metal bit change over seamlessly? So there's only one way to find out, and that's get unscrewing the parts. So we unscrew this part right here. We'll take it off this number 2 right here. So there we go. Take the metal out of that one. The moment of truth. It just goes right in. So there you go. And screw it back in. 2. You're not quite seeing this actually. Let me just move the camera down a bit. And we'll put back in this into position. Like so. That one doesn't have one anymore, but it's just not come with it by the looks of things. There's nothing more in the polystyrene, so or any of the bags, so it's not polystyrene, it's bubble wrap even, what am I saying? But I am presuming that that's just how they are, and well, it's fine, because at the end of the day we now have each and every button has got one of these in. There's some of them that are darker shades, but again, that's just because they're in use. Been used even. As you can see, there you go. So all the floor buttons that have numbers on now got one of those metal bits in. This is one of the blank buttons. Here's another blank button. I wonder why those are different sizes. I wonder if this is maybe an emergency button, or a non-stop button or something like that, maybe an inching control, which is why it's slightly bigger. As you can see, I'll just zoom in and compare the sizes. It's a noticeable difference, as you can see. So anyway, we'll finish this off now, as it's 20 past 4 right now, UK time, at the time this is being recorded, so this video is probably another classic ZC9 Productions overly long unboxing. So we're going to take a quick look individually at the parts. You're getting a camera full in my hand right now, but we'll get a quick look at them each. So we have the larger blank one with the spring. It's the only one that has a spring. You see, it's blank. You get the back of it right there. We have a smaller blank one, which is obviously a floor button that just doesn't have a number on it. Could be a replacement, or it could be a door open button or something like that. Which I've taken the metal thing off for one of the other floor buttons. Here we have, as it focuses, first floor button. Good focus on it now. You see it's a nice shiny number 1 on it. Number 2. A nice shiny number 2. And the metal bit which came from the smaller one. Number 4 has of course got the metal bit. And not a very good focus. Focus camera. There it goes. Slow focusing today, but you can see. There's the back. You can see the back there. Shiny number 4. Slightly loose, I think, but here we go. We have the number 5, which, like I say, it's not in the best of condition, but that's fine. It's got quite a lot of the shiny part taken off. It's a well used button. That's what I'll say. It's a well used button. What's life without a well used elevator button? And depending on how you think of it, it can either be a 6 or a 9. It could actually work as either one. It's not really specified which one it is. Again, nice shiny 6. Metal bit there, around the back. Could be a 9. I actually don't know which this could be. This is probably one of these fonts where the 6 and the 9 look exactly the same, but just the 9 is just the 6 rotated through 180 degrees. Could be one of these types of fonts. I'm not actually too sure, to be honest, so to those of you who know more about OTIS Black Button than I do, this is what it looks like in the 6 position. This is what it looks like in the 9 position. So which do you think it would be? Let me know. For those of you who know more about black buttons and the font that's used on them, which do you think this is? So anyway, let's get all the parts together now. I'm not going to bother zooming out. I don't need to. I can fit all the buttons in a nice neat row. We've got a 1 in there. And these two can just go on like that. And remove the camera back. So there you go, that will be the unboxing video for today, the newest addition to my parts collection. So this now accompanies, of course, Schindler FIGS button, 1948 Evans button, the Shepherd Home Lift button, the Kone KSS 370 call button, the big generic car top inspection control, and these are the new parts. So with that being said, it looks like just 7 there, but with the spring and the 5 metal bits inside the buttons, you can technically make this 13 parts when you think about it. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and that will be it. The end of this video has been reached, but the end of your stay on my channel doesn't have to be. You can watch more videos if you want, and it's simple to do it. You just click the buttons, click here or here. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and ring that bell. I guess until next time, it's bye y'all!